Greg, with Miss Wilkins, she's going to waive. And
Okay.
with Mr. Bulow, we're going to leave on. Are you
Okay.
able to get me the 911 call?
I can try. I'm not highly skilled at our new computerized system, but I can, hang on, let me see if I've got it in my file here.
Are we ready to proceed, Mr. Anderson?
We are, Judge. Didn't realize you were there. Good morning.
Good morning. The court is calling the case of the state of Michigan versus Rebecca Lee Wilkins. This is case number 20-60040FD. Counsel, your appearances for the record.
Greg Boer on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Michael Anderson on behalf of Miss Wilkins.
Thank you. And this matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference this morning. Is there an offer being extended by the state, Mr. Boer?
Yes, Your Honor, we've offered the defendant to plead as charged to OWI third, and we would drop the supplemental information charging her as a fourth felony offender.
All right, Mr. Anderson, how does your client want to proceed today?
That's my understanding of the offer as I explained it to Miss Wilkins, and we are going to waive to preserve that offer.
All right, Ms. Wilkins, go ahead and unmute yourself, ma'am.
There, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You are Rebecca Wilkins?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm Judge Sterkenburg. Did you hear the offer that was read by the state prosecutor into the record?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you discuss that with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
He indicates that you would like to waive your preliminary examination scheduled next week at 9 a.m. in order to preserve that offer. This case would then be bound over to the circuit court. You have the right to a preliminary examination. At that hearing, it would be the state's burden to prove there's probable cause to believe that the crime charged was committed and probable cause to believe that you are the individual who committed it. Is it your choice then to waive your right to a preliminary examination?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right, there are a number of documents that the court needs in order to waive this matter and have it bound over to the circuit court. Because we're appearing via Zoom this morning, it's not as easy as just having you sign them. And so have you given your attorney permission to sign the necessary documents to bind this matter over to circuit court?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Anderson does, yes.
All right, he'll sign them on your behalf and submit them to the court. Is there anything further on this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Not for me, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
You too. Mr. Anderson, do you also represent Mr. Bulow?
I do, Your Honor, and I have spoken with him about the offer, and he wishes to leave the matter set on for the preliminary examination.
All right, this is the state of Michigan versus Christian Gage Bulow, case number 21-60084FY. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference this morning. Attorney Boer appears on behalf of the state. Attorney Michael Anderson appears on behalf of defendant. And you are Christian Bulow out at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there an offer being extended by the state, Mr. Boer?
There is, Your Honor. We've offered the defendant the chance to plead to count 1, possession of fentanyl. We would drop count 2, possession of controlled substance analogs, and we would drop the SUP 4 and the drug SUP.
All right, Mr. Anderson, how does your client want to proceed this morning?
Your Honor, I have mentioned that to him, and he does wish to have his preliminary examination.
All right. We will leave this matter on then for April 29th at 10:30 in the morning. And gentlemen,
Well,
are we conducting it via Zoom or in person?
Given the witnesses that we would need, I think I would be fine conducting it remotely.
Mr. Boer, any
Zoom
objection?
is fine with us, Your Honor.
Greg, who would you bring in for witnesses?
Officer Hulst, who searched your client, and probably whoever did the field test.
Okay.
And I'll check if there's a 911 call and request it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm probably going to request the employee at the hotel.
I don't know who that is unless he's in the police report. He's not on our witness list.
All right.
So I don't
Gentlemen, do you need the court for this matter?
have a name for that witness.
No, we are all set, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll adjourn. Thank you, Mr. Bulow.
Greg, yeah, if we have the 911 call, we might not need it. So I was just gonna raise the issue, the possibility of a Good Samaritan.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It says disorderly person, so he was sleeping on the floor. It doesn't say that it was a potential overdose in the police report, but who knows? Suss it out.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Greg.
Yep. Is anybody there still?
We were actually just coming back to you, Mr. Boer. Our records indicate on DeJuan Lauderdale, he is represented by one Lindsay Dubus, whom I have never met. There's an order for court appointment in the file. We attempted to reach out to her at the phone number listed. She is no longer with that firm. So we looked her up on the state bar and called that number, and she did not answer. So she just received a voicemail from me.
All right. I did not know she was on this case. When did she file an appearance?
No, she's court appointed.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
All right. Let me email her the PCC form a minute, because I have one for her. And
Well,
I
let's
do. I'll try and give her a call on the phone number I have.
Well, if it's ending in 9588,
Yeah.
she's there. That's
Okay.
not her number.
That's not her number, huh?
Nope.
That's what we have. I wonder if her email address is still good. All right,
That-
let me give that a try first. And then I'll come right back.
All right, well, actually, this matter was set at 9:30. I have other participants walking into my court right now. What is your name, sir? Oh, Mr. Lauderdale is present in the courtroom. Why don't you try to reach her? You're muted, Mr. Boer.
I'll try to send her an email real quick.
Okay. And my mistake, Mr. Boer, we had a different number for her in our system. That's the number we called the first time. She's not with that firm. It is correct. That 9588 number is correct. And that's the number that I just left her a message on.
Okay, I've got her email address here. Let me type out something so she knows what this is about. I'm going to put the Zoom meeting number in my email in case she's got a cell phone. Do you want to be CC'd on this, Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Boer.
It's Berg with a U, correct?
It is.
Okay, I just sent you what I sent her. All right, we'll see if I get notice that it's undeliverable because she's changed her email address.
I did see the copy come through, so I have it for the file. Thank you.
Sorry for that.
I think we might have an update.
She will be logging into Zoom. She never received notice from circuit court. So, but she's logging into Zoom now.
Okay.
Excellent. All our hard work paid off. I hope there was nothing bad the other day that caused your emergency cancellation of the Thursday docket.
Thank you, Mr. Brewer. There was.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Whatever it was, you don't need to explain. I'm not prying. I just sorry to hear that.
It was unexpected and very unfortunate.
All right.
Thank
I don't mean to pry, and I'm sorry.
All right, I'm going to assume then, because Mr. Lauderdale is here and has not spoken with his attorney, that she'll need a breakout room with him when she gets here. So I am going to recess, and when she gets here, we'll move her into a breakout room so she can have that conversation. Then we'll come back and call the case.
Okay, I'll be here. I have no idea.
Good morning, Ms. Dubus. You're muted. Good morning. Morning. I am the clerk here for Judge Sterkenburg. She is recessing. I'm not sure if you got the offer. It was supposed to be emailed to you from the prosecutor, from Greg Bohr.
Just take a look here. I do have it in my inbox now, yes.
So what I'm gonna do is move you into a breakout room because your client is here in person. They've
Okay,
been instructed to go into a private room out of the courtroom, and I'm going to move you into a breakout room where you can have a conversation. And then when you're done, you can come back into the courtroom.
okay, thank you.
Rick, where did you put him? Did you put him prosecutor's office or did you put him in the prosecutor's office or conference room? Oh, did he just go out to the? Okay, it's conference, all right. Yeah.
They just go to a breakout room?
Yes, I just put her in a breakout room with him. He stepped out to go to the restroom and then he'll be in the breakout room in a moment.
Judge, you've morphed.
Oh, sorry. I'm the
That's okay.
Judge Sterkenburg is taking a recess, so
No problem.
I'm trying to coordinate so everyone, we get
I'm
everything.
happy that you did.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, Ms. Stubis.
He's not in there. There's nobody in there.
He had to go to the restroom. He's in there now.
Okay, my plan is to, if possible, just leave this set for prelim without witnesses, because I haven't had a chance to go over the police report with him. He hasn't even seen it yet, because I've never received an appointment on this. So if possible, that's what I'd like to do.
Okay, as the court, we just received the order yesterday.
Oh.
So when you go into the conference room, go ahead and chat with him, and then you'll have to come back in and talk to the judge and the prosecutor, okay?
Okay,
All on the record.
all right, thank you.
You should be able to click right on the breakout room from last time and go
Okay.
back in there.
Lindsay, how are you? You're on mute.
Sorry, I'm logged on to 2 Zooms at once. I've been better. I didn't get notice of the appointment, so I had no clue this was happening today. So,
Well, I didn't see it either, but it just popped up in our computer when I opened it today. When I did the PCC form on Monday, I didn't see an attorney.
oh,
So
okay.
you and me both.
Okay, so my thought is to just, well, so he was set for PCC on Monday? This is technically prelim or what?
No, I pulled this file Monday.
Oh, okay,
Reviewed it, filled out the PCC form, didn't know where to send it.
okay,
Your name was not in our system. When I
okay,
pulled it up in our system today, your name pops up.
lovely.
So
So my
that's
thought
why I
is if we
emailed you
can-
the form just a few seconds ago, because I didn't know you're on it till then.
Okay, so can we just leave him set for prelim with no witnesses and then I mean, he hasn't seen a report yet or nothing, so I can go over that with him and then I'll let you know in the next day or two. I'm sure we're gonna waive, but like I said, I haven't had a chance to review the report myself or go over it with him or anything.
I don't have any objection to that as long as the judge is okay with it. You do have the PCC form now. If anytime you want to execute it and just do a waiver of circuit court arraignment and sign the bind over form and you're good.
Perfect. That's what I would love to do.
All right. Well, we get the judge on board and we're all set.
Okay.
Well, those are quite the nails you got working for you there.
But he doesn't plan on joining. He said he had to go through. He's in kind of like a halfway house.
saw everyone stand up in the background there, so I thought it was like all rise and the judge was coming in.
That's exactly what I thought too.
Hoping I'm right.
Mr. Boer, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
All right, the court is calling the case of the state of Michigan versus Dewan Wyshawn Lauderdale, case number 20-60214FY. This matter was scheduled for a probable cause conference this morning at 9:30. Counsel, your appearances for the record.
Greg Boer on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
Lindsay Dubus on behalf of the defendant, Dewan Lauderdale.
Thank you. And Mr. Boer, the court's been provided with a pre-exam conference form that indicates there is an offer being extended. Could you read that into the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor, we've offered the defendant the chance to plead to count 2, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and we would dismiss count 1, accosting a child for an immoral purpose in exchange.
All right. And Ms. Dubus, have you had the opportunity to speak with your client about that offer?
I have had the chance to speak with him. Unfortunately, when the court called me this morning, this was the first that I've heard of this appointment. For whatever reason, I have not received notice from the circuit court. It's my understanding the prosecutor just received notice that I was appointed to this as well. So I haven't had a chance to review the police reports with Mr. Lauderdale or discuss those at length. So after speaking with Mr. Boer, if possible, we'd like to just leave the matter set for a preliminary exam with no witnesses, so that between now and then I have a chance to review those reports in detail with my client and then discuss the offer further. I do anticipate that we will end up waiving and just submitting the form, but like I said, with me just finding out about this a few minutes ago, we do need some more time to go through the reports.
All right, that is understandable, Ms. Dubus, and certainly we want you to have an informed conversation with your client before we move forward. And so that is what we will do. This matter is scheduled for a preliminary examination on April 29th at 10:30 in the morning. If something changes, please let the court know. Otherwise, is there anything further on this matter, Mr. Boer?
Not for me, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Dubus?
No, Your Honor.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's it, Your Honor.
I think you are right. And so we will see you next time.
Okay, thank you. Bye
Have a
now.
Good afternoon.